food is good here.
It is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was here earlier today. I had poutine.
Is that?
Yeah, with pulled pork.
Oh, it was good.
Oh, I'm coming to Canada. I'm having some poutine, baby. That's it.
That's another nice thing about being here. Like, food's part of the deal.
Yeah.
Kinda,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And you know what? I haven't had to pay for anything. No drinks, no food, no nothing. Had to say that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you, William. I appreciate your hospitality. I really do. I'm being serious now.
Yeah, it's a great club.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a little different in that we do like 6 shows.
Yeah.
Right? Because you were, like you said, you were here last night on Monday.
Yep.
Tonight's Tuesday.
Yes, this is out of the norm.
It's all the Dangerfield.
Yeah.
I'll be here all week.
Yeah, right. Well, most of the clubs in the States have cut back to like a maximum of 4 shows. 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. Or they do 1 Thursday, 1 Friday, and 2 Saturday.
Right.
Nobody, I don't know if there's anybody even doing Wednesday through Saturday anymore. That was the norm when I got started.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all, COVID changed all that.
Yeah.
And, the late shows, suffered the most.
Well, we used to do the late show here, and they don't, ever since COVID, they don't do that.
It's even if I don't know when late shows are ever going to come back. I mean, because as a comedy club owner,
Saturday they're doing, or not here, but they're doing.
Not here, yeah.
Some places.
Yeah, some places. And in the States, they do that. In my, there's a place, a great club called the Comedy Castle. That's where I recorded that last album.
Okay.
They do late show Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't miss the late shows. They're not, they're not my favorite thing.
Well, they're a little rowdier.
A little rowdier. I think I know I'm going to misquote him, but Steve, did you read Steve Martin's book, Born Standing Up?
I listened to the audiobook.
Okay.
So.
Then you got all the things I got. What I remembered from that was somebody asked him, and like I said, I'm going to misquote him, but they said, "Why did you quit stand-up?" Because it was like 1982. He was just done. That was it. No more. And he went into movies,
Yeah.
and he's getting gazillions of dollars. And he doesn't have to put up with some drunk idiot in the corner anymore, right? And they said, "Why did you quit comedy?" And he said, "Late show Saturday."
Yeah. Show Saturday.
Yeah, that'll make a lot of people want to quit.
It's rough.
It's whack-a-mole. It's combat comedy, man. You got to put your helmet on and go.
But it's you can get good at it though.
Yes.
You'd be good.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
Yeah.
That's where you're cutting your teeth on that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, that you learn. Well, it's the old saying: you learn more from a bad show than you do a good show.
Yeah.
Or a difficult show. It might not be a bad show. It might just be. Tonight was a difficult show in the beginning because I couldn't get their pulse. When I realized that they needed more to, had to do more to get the laugh out of them. Then it became a show. Right?
Yeah.
But normally I don't work that hard.
I know. I felt like they wanted attention.
Yeah, they wanted attention.
So when I went into the crowd,
yes,
that they responded.
Yeah, they did. You're right. Yeah.
But when I pulled back and did material,
yeah, that's exactly what was happening.
They pulled back too.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, this is all about us. What are these joke things you're doing?"
Yeah, because they're all 19 to 24 years old, and this is what they see on their Instagrams. They see.
Very good point.
Crowd work.
Yeah,
so
that's what they see. That is such a good thing that you brought that up because I've tried to explain to people the difference between stand-up comedy now and stand-up comedy just 4 or 5 years ago. I swear, people, you get these young people, but even middle-aged people, they're looking at you thinking they can swipe and get to the next joke, Like, no, I'm here for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this job.
I always say, isn't it weird when the TV talks back?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a whole different dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are just used to just left swipe, reject.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it?
I don't know.
It's up when you're doing your, on the phone, when you're doing your app. It used to be, dating was swipe left to reject, swipe right. I don't remember, but
It must be. Swipe
This
right
is how
or-
old I am. I don't even know how to swipe.
I don't even know how to swipe.
Now I'm going to figure it out. What do I got to do? Let's see if I can remember my past. By the way, I got to show you my screensaver. You're going to love this since we're in Canada.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
That's Ed Grimley, everybody. That's my hero.
Oh, well, I love him. He's a legend still.
Martin Short, man. One of the best that ever lived. I love him.
He is. He's one of our. We're very proud.
He's one of your national treasures.
I'm trying to. Jiminy Glick is so
God.
amazing.
It is.
I wished at some point in my life I could get good enough at this podcasting to Jiminy Glick people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it looks so fun.
Oh yeah, and he gets the toughest laughers to laugh.
Yeah.
You know, he gets actors to laugh.
Yeah.
And he just won't stop. He keeps boring in at them. And when they put that thing, he's just like,
he'll be like to Brad Pitt. He'll be like, so you might break through soon.
Yeah.
Like something like
yeah. You know, if you could just do a little work here.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah. I don't do impressions.
Yeah. But I feel like he's like underrated.
He is. He's
For the group that he came out of.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Canadian comedians, a lot of Canadian humor that's been underrated. I mean, I grew up on SNL, but then I kind of went away from that.
You're right between Toronto and Chicago and that whole...
Yeah. But for my money, SCTV was far funnier than SNL. The Kids in the Hall. I mean, Canadian humor, I don't know what it was about it. It's hard to say that it was more intelligent because some of it was just so flippin' goofy.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say The Kids in the Hall is that.
No,
right?
but it's they just had a sensibility about them. It was more daring to me than whatever they were doing on SNL.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a different vibe.
I feel like that first generation of SNL and SCTV are that you could almost switch the cast around.
Yes.
Because Martin Short did that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He
was
wound up on
both
SNL.
shows,
Yeah, I know. I remember when he got the SNL gig. I'm like, oh my God, this is my guy.
Yeah.
And he did Ed Grimley.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they all ended up together.
Yeah. Wasn't that Billy Crystal was on that same season, wasn't he?
He's a little later, I think, right?
Well, he was, I thought.
Yes, that season.
In 1983 or 4. Because they completely, I think Lorne Michaels left, if I'm not mistaken.
Larry David's year.
Was that? Oh, Larry David was on. Okay.
And Rich Hall.
And Rich Hall, yeah. Whatever happened to Rich Hall? I loved him. He was so funny with the Sniglets.
He's around.
Is he?
He lives in Montana.
He lives in Montana.
Yeah.
Where does he work anymore? I don't
He can
see.
be booked. He can be caught.
Can he
too.
really? Okay. I didn't know that.
I was hanging around with him like 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
In Calgary here, he was playing.
He was doing shows here?
Yeah.
Oh, he's hilariously funny.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's a legend. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He's from he was on that Friday show too.
Yeah, he was on Fridays. I think Fridays was the curse for a lot of people. It killed a lot of careers.
Maybe
that's what it
Larry
was.
David was on that.
Yeah, he was on that.
And Michael Richards was on that
Yeah,
too,
well, he killed his own career.
Yeah, but after.
Yeah, whoops. God, man, he's been in the wilderness a long time.
Yeah, you don't come back.
You don't come back from that.
Well, Bill Maher came back from that. You
Bill
remember
Maher
that?
was he? No.
Yeah.
Was it that obvious? Was he screaming the
No,
N-word?
not like that. It wasn't like that. He used it more as a passive joke.
Okay.
But then he brought Ice Cube on, and Ice Cube gave it to him real good. Like, you don't say that word.
And so he
got his
paid
hands
his
snapped.
penance.
The next week, right away, too. Not like Michael Richards. Like,
Yeah.
You let that shit fester.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I thought about that just a couple months ago. I was thinking about Michael Richards. He should have just kept at it and just said, "Look, man, I screwed up. I can't believe how bad I screwed up, but I got to work, and let's see if we can all just, But he just hid.
Well, and he was already. It must have been tough because when we're like getting better at comedy, we're not famous already.
Yeah.
But he was
yeah, but he was never famous for being a stand-up.
That's what I mean.
That's where he fell down. He did not know how to handle the heckling that was coming his way because he was not telling jokes. If you go back and watch that, people just remember him screaming at that group of black guys that were there, right?
Yeah.
They don't hear or see that prior to that they were kind of chirping at him, do a joke, do this, and then he went off on him, right? And so he didn't have the chops to handle being heckled.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why he lost his cool.
It's hard to get good.
Yeah.
Under those circumstances. Look at Dustin Diamond. It went through a very similar situation.
Yeah.
Without the N-word, but still still had a difficult time shedding his past. And this is hard. Okay?
Yeah, this is hard work. I tell everybody it's the hardest job on earth, and I know that may be a little dramatic. To me it is, because you have to overcome so much just to get with these lights on you and this in back of you and a mic and people who are paying to see you. I don't know. Maybe that's too strong a statement. I don't know.
I think you're completely right on the nose.
I think one of the things I always remembered, I'm not a huge Seinfeld fan, but I respect him a great deal because of the way he has handled his career and the integrity that he infuses it with. He's never taken the cheap and easy route. His comedy to me is kind of cold. It's kind of bloodless. It doesn't feel like there's any of his real self invested in it.
Observational.
Yeah, it's like I don't care about the subjects he's talking about, but I love the way he peels the onion. Right. Well, he said something, and I know this quote, but for people who don't, said in America the people's worst fear is public speaking.
Yeah.
Second worst fear is dying. He said, so that means you'd rather be in the box than giving the eulogy.
Yeah, I know the bit. Yeah.
I mean, and that's most people's feeling about things. So the fact that we willingly do this, I don't know. I think we're half crazy.
We must be
sometimes too.
Well, what do they say? I think it was Dale. He's like, how hard it is to get good at something 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
When it takes 10,000 hours to master something.
That's right.
And you can have 5 minutes today.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 minutes tomorrow. Right.
Yes. Yeah. Like, new material. You got it, and you got to keep writing.
Yeah.
You gotta, because you can't. When you get on the wheel and you get a bunch of clubs that book you regularly, you can't keep going back to those clubs with the same material. They don't like that.
No, they don't like that.
And I don't like it. I want to have something fresh and new every time I do a show. I will do at least one new joke to scare myself.
Really? Every show?
Every show. Every single show. It might be just an aside. It might be just a tag to a joke, a quip or something. But I got to do, and I'll decide what it's going to be before the show, or something might come up during the show. And, a little bit of crowd work, you can, a lot of funny stuff comes up that way. But, I just, I gotta have something new in the back pocket all the time.
That's amazing, though.
Well, I don't know. You do too. I mean,
I do it on Tuesdays.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, because
if you happen to be here tomorrow, I know you've got another gig somewhere. But if you happen, you're going to be back on Thursday. Yeah. Okay, you'll hear at least 5 minutes you didn't hear tonight.
See, because that's. But now you have like 3 CDs. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I wanted to go up on stage and be like, "Hey, yo, millennial and young kids, these are vintage."
Yeah,
now.
right. Okay? And he's going to give one away.
Vintage.
Yeah,
that's
they are vintage.
I know people want CDs and DVDs again,
and
vinyl and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
maybe there's a sales angle for you there. That's all.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have a friend back in Detroit, very funny guy. He named his CD Coaster.
Nice. I like that a lot. Yeah. But yeah, if you have 3 CDs and then you've got another special on Amazon, is that right?
It's on Open Bar Comedy.
Okay.
And then hopefully it'll be up on Amazon soon. But I'm on Sirius XM every day.
Is that 4 hours then? Is that?
It's no, because I actually have.
Point of coming up with a new 5 minutes by Thursday. I'm just driving back to that because you're talking about all the new material.
Yeah.
and you've got like 4 or 5 hours or something. So that,
Yeah. I wouldn't just come up with 5 minutes between now and tomorrow, which is Wednesday, but I'm going to work on stuff that I introduced tonight, and I'll put a little more in tomorrow, and then when you come back Thursday, you'll hear hopefully 5 new minutes.
okay.
I don't know if it's going to be gold,
It doesn't need to be.
but it's going to be a joke.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, my batting average is like 1 to 3 per 10. Like if I can get one joke out of 10 things I write, that's pretty good.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you write? Do you actually write? Or type, phone,
no,
laptop?
My thing is like, I'll take the idea and I'll put it in my Google Notes, and then I'll try and boil it down to like 1 or 2 words, and then I'll bring it up here, and then I'll try and talk it out, and then I'll go back and watch that. And
Okay.
I'll write that down and try to play with the wording.
And do you tape every set?
Everything. Yeah.
Okay.
You?
I used to. I used to record everything. My first album was a complete mistake. I was in Fargo, North Dakota, and I was with my friend John DeResta, who I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
We did a little tour of the Dakotas, and I was middling for him, and I wasn't ready to be a headliner at all. It was only 2008.
Right.
So what is that, 18 years ago? So I've only been headlining for 15. But I had this a little Olympus digital recorder. It was one of the first ones I had. And it was a place called Courtney's, and it was a great little comedy. It was like a New York comedy club, like a basement club. All 2 tops, maybe a 4 top here and there.
Nice.
Here's your popcorn. Here's your drink. Look that way. There's the stage. No snack. No burritos or. Nobody's cracking crab legs while you're trying to get a punchline out. And they said, well, we need an hour and a half. And there was no MC. So John looks at me and says, you got 45? I said, I guess I better. So I recorded it. And I'll be damned. Probably 38 of it. I think that's what wound up being my first
Amazing.
album. Yeah. And then I sent it into Sirius XM, and they played it. And
Got on the royalties list.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was
So is it out there? People can check it out?
Yeah, that one's out there. That one's called Live in Fargo. That is circa 2008. My second one is called Pop Tarts and Air. That was 2013. And then the last one is $10 gift card, which came out in 2021, I think.
Okay, and they're all out there.
They're all out there. They're all on iTunes. They're everywhere. You can Bob the Suit at YouTube. I've got probably 3 hours of material just in clips up there.
Nice.
Stuff I don't do anymore. So
perfect. So go see Bob Phillips stuff on the internet, and then come and see him here at the Comedy Cave this
come
week.
to the Comedy Cave. We're here, and Warren's going to be back on Thursday
and Saturday.
So, Thursday and Saturday.
Yeah,
okay, good for you.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, getting the band back together.
There you go.
All right,
Bob
man.
Phillips, thanks for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.